Hey guys, it's Hannah. Welcome to a new video. As you can see today, you get to see my face. I wanted to take a moment to this is a new accountability video in case you haven't noticed with the title. I wanted to try something new with my writing. Because I've been kind of stuck in this project for a while, barking up the wrong tree. Where I knew where I wanted it to go, but I was having problems, kind of putting ideas together. In the last few days, like about week and a half, I finally have been able to unlock some things that I'm like, okay, these are how these ideas kind of tie together, but I'm still having problems transferring that to paper. So I actually got this idea from another author named Rachel Aaron, who she does what she calls kind of like sketching beforehand, which is basically that she just takes like 3 to 5 minutes to kind of jot down some ideas of what she wants to write that day before she actually starts writing. And I wanted to see if that would make a difference in my writing and see if I could write more consistently, because I had already kind of brainstormed some ideas of what I wanted to write for that day. But yeah, I think that it could be a really useful technique. I mean, I know that a lot of artists kind of do, little like sketches before they start into like their main big art projects. So I wonder if writers can use kind of that same idea of, just jotting down different ideas and words and like just snippets of dialogue and stuff for 3 to 5 minutes before writing, if that would improve writing for the day. So yeah, I guess that's it. So I have this little notebook. I've had it for a while. It's been empty. And I'm going to go ahead and do my jotting on this first page. And I decided I wanted to kind of keep track also of how much I write. I'm going to write like the date every day and like do a little summary after I write, just to see kind of like how it affected my writing that day. But I'll start with writing in this, and then we'll switch over to the journal that I'm writing Barking Up the Wrong Tree in. And yeah, okay, so let's go, let's do this. So that was like 3 to 5 minutes of sketching. I went a little over that 3-minute mark, so it might have been more towards 5 minutes, which means that 5 minutes might be a better fit for me. And then did 20 minutes of regular writing. This is what I found. This is the first day that I did this, so you know it could just be really positive results because it's day one of doing this. Hopefully this can continue though, because I was actually really impressed with what I was able to accomplish. So what I did in my little book here was that I wrote kind of what's been going on, and then I wrote a couple of goals, and then just a couple of notes of kind of things that I wanted to be able to like pay attention and notice as I was writing. So I managed to achieve 2 of the 3 goals I set, which is freaking awesome that I was able to do that in 20 minutes. So the goals that I had set was that I wanted to establish Verity and Spencer as characters. I wanted to get all the girls downstairs to the main party, and then I wanted Blair to meet her love interest, which is Keller. I didn't get to that third one of Blair meeting Keller, but that's nice because that means that I have something that I can work on for the next time I write. And I mean, like, I did half of the first one. I didn't establish Spencer too much. She's not as active in this scene. She'll become more active as the party goes on, I think. But definitely established Verity as a character. And it was actually really fun because I had that focus of like, okay, I need to establish Verity. Verity is almost a foil to Blair. And it's actually really fun. As I was writing this, I realized that they're both kind of Mary Sue characters, but they're on very like opposite ends of the spectrum, where Verity very much embraces being a girl and being girly and having, you know, love at first sight and all that. And, you know, it's kind of a Mary Sue in that way of like, she's a typical girl and loves it. And then Blair is the exact opposite of almost like I'm not like other girls and doesn't want to admit how much of a Mary Sue she actually is. So it's really fun to kind of put these 2 characters together and watch them interact and how they kind of foil each other. And I haven't had any sort of character interaction like this ever in any of the books I've written. So I'm really excited to explore this relationship and see how they're able to foil each other and help each other grow because they are such different people. So I'm really, really excited to see how that relationship develops. So yeah, so far with this little sketching, jotting process, I'm really impressed with it. I hope to see it continue, and it honestly makes me super excited to write. It gives me, I guess the best thing about the jotting so far is that I noticed it gave me a focus for the day, for my 20 minutes to really expound on what I wanted to accomplish. And by having that focus, I was able to think on that specific focus more and get more written. I'm handwriting this, so I don't know how many words I wrote, but I wrote almost 3 pages of story. And so that's pretty good for 20 minutes, especially when usually those 3 pages take me more like an hour-ish. So yeah, so far I feel like this is really good and really working, and I'm excited to see how it continues to work. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that doing some sort of jotting or sketching session before you write could help improve your writing? Or do you think that this is just kind of a fluky thing? Do you do anything to prep you for writing? Tell me your writing prep. How do you prep to write? Okay, well, I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me. Bye.